It's 8:30 here on the Super Morning Show, and so great to have our friends, yellow friends from MTN, joining us this morning. I was telling you about that earlier, and we know that for 17 solid years, MTN Ghana Foundation, the corporate financial or the corporate social investment arm of MTN Ghana, has been committed to addressing critical social challenges, and that's why I'm excited about this next conversation, because we'll get to find out the wide range of impactful initiatives that MTN Ghana Foundation has been embarking on. And knowing a person, Adjoa Afriye, who is the Chief Corporate Services and Sustainability Officer, is joining us this morning to tell us all about it. As for MTN, we know you're everywhere you go, so there's no doubt about that. But what's more inspiring is for me to learn now that for 17 years you've been doing this, since 2024 to date. So what would you say about, in a nutshell, describing, the MTN Ghana Foundation and what you've been up to over these years?
Well, thank you very much for having me on the show. It's a pleasure to be here, and good morning to all our listeners.
Yes,
the MTN Ghana Foundation, since its inception, has had as its vision community development and supporting in national development, because we believe that national development is everybody's responsibility, and how can we, as a corporate and a responsible corporate at that, support in national development efforts. So our focus areas are education, health, and economic empowerment, and we believe that these are areas that touch everybody, and these are areas that everyone is interested in. And if you want to ensure national development, then it's education, it's health, and economic empowerment. And if you look at our society today, you have high literacy rates, and our health system needs support, and we have high youth unemployment. So how can we help to support that? And for MTN as well, we've changed our strategy, and we want to make sure that everybody also comes into this digital sector that we are talking about. And so for the foundation as well, we are really focused on digital projects. Our strategy now for MTN is to lead digital solutions for Africa's progress, and for us in Ghana, it's for Ghana's progress. So everything that we do in the education space, in the health space, when it comes to economic empowerment, is geared towards that, because digital inclusion is at the heart of what we want to do, and ensuring that we say everyone deserves the benefits of a modern connected life. So if you look at our education space, we are focused on digital projects, on health as well, and on economic empowerment. And we've made quite a big impact across in the in education. Our robotics centers, ICT centers that we've built. We have a scholarship scheme, our Bright Scholarship, where we've been giving scholarships this year, 500 scholarships to students and teachers, and so for the foundation, really tapping into the SDGs and making sure that we are bringing our communities along.
Yeah, that's inspiring, and I'm just trying to classify that or segment it. It's bringing us to about 4 thematic areas where you're operating in. I will talk about that in detail. But one would say you're a business. Why do this, by the way? Because, as a business, you should just be concerned about your profits.
Yes.
Why are you equally concerned about all of this?
For MTN, I think it's not only about our profit, it's also about what we call shared value. And that is a key priority of our strategy. How do we make sure that in the way that we conduct our business, we are responding to our stakeholder concerns and community concerns? And it's also about our social license, our license to operate. You have to make sure that as a corporate in your operations, you are taking care of critical needs within the community that you operate. So and those go hand in hand. It's not either or. You don't look at performance to the detriment of the community or other. You have to make sure that as you develop, you're bringing others along. And you are also supporting the people who make you who you are. Because as corporates, we are not just, independent working. It's the people who make us who we are, and we always have to make sure that we are giving back. So it's our way of giving back to say that, look, we are also part of this community. We have a responsibility to ensure that this community develops. It's a way of also, showing appreciation to the community that has given so much to us. And so for us, it's an imperative, and so one that we take very seriously.
Yeah, and actually, I believe that there's nothing as fulfilling as just moving into these communities, helping them out, and having people walk up to you to say thank you.
Yes,
that's very fulfilling.
Yes.
So I'm interested in some of the stories, some of the projects you're working on now. Is there something you're especially working on now?
So there are a number of them that we are working on now, and I talked about our Bright Scholarship Awards that we give to needy students across the country. So, and to also mention that everything that we do, we make sure that we go across the country. It's inclusive, because inclusion is one of our focus, key focus. And so for the Bright Scholarships, we're given to needy students, and you know how people feel about education, and so for most of them, they have no support anywhere, and for us to step in. And recently we had one student who through the Bright Scholarship is now going for, I think, a PhD. I think it's in Oxford or Cambridge. So it's to see that development, to see a student that you have supported go right through. Without that scholarship, where would that person have been? So, and then we also have, when it comes to economic development, economic empowerment, where we are supporting SMEs. So we support small, micro and small businesses with seed capital. We know the difficulties that small businesses have in raising capital. So just to see how that has developed. And in the past year, through the support that we've given, we've seen the amounts that we've invested increase from 25 million to 30 million. And these are just micro and small businesses, and jobs having been created, and these people have created over 30 new jobs. So it's testament to the fact that if we invest at these lower levels, that they are going to lift us. In fact, our success will be based on the success of these small and micro businesses who really touch the people at the grassroots. So,
and I say this is just the start of it, because there's so much more coming up, I believe, and we want to see this grow into a bigger vision. What's in it going into the future? Any projections, any plans, something big coming up maybe for the next year or this year?
So this year there are a number of things that we are doing, and one of the things that we have identified for, especially for our economic empowerment, is agriculture. And we are looking at smart agriculture. We know land is becoming scarce. We know that there's need for us to improve crop yields. And so we are piloting a program with the University of Ghana Faculty of Agric. We call it a Vegetable Center of Excellence, where we are using modern ways of crop of agriculture, for instance, to teach the students who are there, just changing the way things are taught to make it more practical, and also bringing in people from the outside who are interested in agri, because we see that job creation is a big thing now. Unemployment is quite high, and so how do we encourage the youth? And so we are focusing on youth, women, and the differently able. So, and that inclusion also running through that. How can we support people to go into agri and to make the yields that will make it sustainable and to improve their livelihoods? We are also doing a Center of Excellence, digital center at the UDS in the north, and so we're trying to spread our development across, and that is also something that will help the students acquire digital skills. And then teaching hospital as well.
There's something going on.
Accident and Emergency Center. Wow. We are helping to, we are renovating that. And when we do this, we make sure that it's ultra modern. We are moving into diagnostic equipment. How can we make sure in health that we are improving the health outcomes by ensuring that even from the diagnosis that we are getting it right? And so those are some of the things that go into the future.
I love the bit about agriculture, because then once it's smart, we're going to attract a lot more young people into
Yes,
farming.
yes,
Yeah. Who knows?
yes.
After my morning show, I could go to the farm.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
be smart about
So
it.
we want to change the face
Yes,
of
of
agri,
agri.
essentially,
Very,
because
very, very
some people
essential.
think it's
I
for old
agree.
people, which is not the case.
The future is bright for MTN Ghana
It is
Foundation.
indeed.
Let's talk about sharing some words with partners, beneficiaries. Any word for them?
So we would first like to say thank you to everyone who has supported us along the way, to our customers, to our partners, to regulatory bodies, and everyone who has supported us in our work, because we couldn't have done this alone. The task is huge, but with the support that we have received, I think it has made it easier and helped us to chalk the successes that we have. Just also to call on people, individuals, companies to help to venture into some of these areas to be able to support our communities to grow.
Yeah, that sounds great. Any shout out to the team, those listening to us, because I'm sure that it's a host of so many people who are making this happen.
Indeed, yes. A big thank you to the foundation team who always are out there making things happen. This year they've done a number of projects already. We are getting to the end of the year. There's still some ways to go, and there are some projects that we'll not talk about now, but we'll be unveiling, especially in the digital space, and just making sure that we are bringing everyone on board, and some also in the health space. But yes, thanks to everyone, to our partners, to you, the media, also for the support that you've given. Yes, you've given to us. You have given us the visibility. You've given us a platform to be able to go out there and tell the story and encourage others to do more for the society. So thank you.
But Ajoy, you know what? We ought to say a big thank you to MTN, and MTN Ghana Foundation is indeed bringing about a lot of impact in our society. Ajoy Free is the Chief Corporate Services and Sustainability Officer at MTN Ghana. Thank you for joining us this morning.